Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltoppers offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
From the gun, the running back has it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay
wide open spaces. Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grab behind the line. It's Durham. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Johnson looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 11 over Arkansas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes the catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets past the marker. There he goes. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
Oh, and you hear this stadium erupting. This crowd at home, they're just waiting to feed off of an explosive play, and they get one right there from their quarterback, doing a tremendous job on the scramble. Outstanding individual effort, and just the decibel level in this place has just gone up, it feels like, tenfold.
LSU lining up first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find some.
And the quarterback pulled up through and sacked at the 12.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me, I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hart. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye up.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, LSU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The Hilltoppers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral it, and they made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. Going for the big play. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Slithers into space. Lots of running room. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Making side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's looking deep. And he knocks it away incomplete, but there's a flag down to get his hand on the ball. He had to run through the receiver's back. I think the flag's going to be on the defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Hilltoppers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. and the returner will be knocked down. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Durham. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab. It's buried. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And how about the aggressiveness by this offense? Everyone thinking 4th and short. They're going to run the football. No, they take the big shot down the field. Everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. The offense, high risk, high reward, makes the huge touchdown play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
It's a seam wide open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Epps.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Now the play fake. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any time in between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're not
going deep. He's got it on the right. Finds some room. Touchdown LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Henry. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hutchinson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Parks. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Trying play action. Gonna let it fly. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Let's go. To the air, it's Parks. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
With a lot of offensive coordinators out there, a similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Parks. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run it.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now sliding to his left. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
To the air on 1st down. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Johnson looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.